Travis Scott, or basically trying to cancel him, saying like, people are dying out here. Travis Scott is doing the robot. This motherfucker's like,
I saw that's the video that's making its rounds.
Yeah, it's the funniest shit ever.
Pretty good robot though.
Yeah, somebody's dying. This motherfucker's like, I'm like, dog, what the fuck is going on?
It's a good robot.
So there was an account of a young lady who was talking about what happened at the concert, right? So she was trying to describe how fucking nuts it was when people were bum rushing towards the stage.
Okay.
Said it was so tight. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Genius Brain Podcast. We have a very, very special guest here. Manscaped, your balls will thank you.
Hell yeah.
What's up? Shout out promo code. We out here.
Boom, 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 boom.
The kind fanny pack.
Nick does shave his butt too, so
I be shaving my asshole, yo.
You shave your butt, huh?
whole.
My butt hole, not my butt.
Not just his cheeks, like the whole.
There's no hair on my cheeks. Let's
This
keep
guy,
it
does
real.
he show you his ass consistently all the fucking time?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Too
It's
much.
been a while.
I've seen your ass more than I've seen Mariel's ass. Dude.
You're welcome, dude. You're welcome.
Disgusting.
Well,
Whatever
it's
you
behind
can.
a paywall, and you get to see it
You
for
and
free.
fucking Gilbert, dude, show your ass way too much.
Gilbert shows his ass too much, though.
Also, it's shaved. It's manscaped.
Yeah,
Boom.
so-
There you go.
Oh.
Bang, bang.
You use Manscaped?
I do. I do. Only because they gave it to me for free. But yeah, it's good shit. Dude.
Yeah. What is it?
What do you mean?
Like, are they razors or are they?
They got.
It's everything.
What is this, a Manscaped ad, bro?
I'm trying to help you out, asshole.
I think they stopped sponsoring my podcast, so
Yeah.
we're not
Oh,
talking
never
about them
mind.
anymore.
They have
That's
great
good.
underwear. They have great underwear. They have a great shaver. It gets up in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
I like it.
It's got a little hook.
Got a little hook.
Got a little like.
No, I use a straight razor for my asshole, bro.
How do
Let's
you
keep it
do
real.
that?
It's
you
quite
guys
easy,
that,
actually.
what do you guys call the area between the ball sack and the butthole?
A taint, a
Gooch.
gooch.
What is it though?
The
Is it
gooch.
taint or is it gooch?
A bulbospongiosis is the medical term.
Bulbasaur spongiosis.
No,
right?
not Bulbasaur. The
Oh.
bulbospongiosis is the.
Bulbasaur.
You're fucking lying.
I swear. Look, I'll show you.
You just saying shit right now
Bulbasaur.
because he's gonna have you repeat this out in
Nah.
public,
I remember
and they're gonna roast me.
because I was in
Did you know it's actually called a bulbasauriosis?
Like the
I was,
Pokemon?
yeah, dude. Oh, it's a muscle. I was in anatomy class, and of
Anatomy?
course they have
Yeah.
anatomy. They have the picture of like everything, and in the middle is the bulbospongiosis, and that made me laugh. And I was like, "Hey guys, look."
That was a one-on-one time with the professor after
I was
class.
like-
He was like, "Come here, Nick. Let me show you my bulbasauriosis."
And I was like, "Yeah, I can feel it for sure."
Wow, the bulbospongiosis.
Yeah.
It's a muscle. Look
Hell yeah.
in the diaphragms.
I can't
Look
see
at that
shit.
It's not the taint. It's like up inside you and shit.
That's
I'll
disgusting.
go with Gooch or Taint. I think they're in. Do you have to? We have to choose one.
You know what? I actually have to choose. You do
Right
have to
now?
choose. Hey, let me tell you something. When I was in high school, I remember two dudes that got into a fucking fist fight over this in class.
Over this,
Like in
Taint
class.
and Gooch.
So this dude, I don't know how this came up, but I just remember
Rum deep seduce.
Rum Deep Seduce
Rum deep
was talking about it was these two dudes. I don't know how the conversation came up, but he was talking about, oh, what's that area between your balls? He's like, yeah, that's the gooch. He goes, nah, bro, that's the taint. He goes, it's gooch. He goes, no, it's taint. Stop being stupid. And I think from the moment he called him stupid,
Yeah.
it was on.
Yeah.
He was like, the fuck you just said? And they started throwing down over arguing about whether it's a gooch or taint. And everybody was crying, fucking laughing while these two dudes are just wailing on each other. What's it called, motherfucker? Bow, bow, bow. It's gooch. Bow, bow. That's how ghetto my school was.
That's
Wow.
tight though,
That is tight.
because at least they're strong in their convictions, and that's what matters.
Passionate people, you know.
People don't take a stand anymore, yo.
That's true. Well,
People they just they go with the wind, as you would say.
Yeah.
We are here to talk about the greatest fight card in the history of the UFC. Probably one of the best.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Pretty
I
I
fucking
won't
good.
say the best, but yeah, it was
I mean,
was
even the undercard was
the
fucking
undercard was actually arguably. There's some fights on the undercard that were better than. Actually, no. it
no,
was pretty
I
good.
don't think so.
No,
No,
they
the
had-
card was dope though.
Dude, you see that guy Chris Barnett,
good. Yeah, his
the guy who knocked out Gian Vellante, the
Oh,
spinning
yeah,
heel
yeah,
kick,
yeah,
the
yeah.
heavyweight.
Yeah, and then
Big
he did
fat
a
black
front
dude.
flip into like the split.
Have you seen him
almost?
fight in Asia, like in Japan?
No, I never heard of that
He's
guy
amazing.
So he had a pretty decent name out in like Japan because, he's a large heavyweight.
Before. Mm.
Very fucking flexible, dude. He actually did an exhibition against Yoel Romero in grappling.
really?
He's a Taekwondo guy too.
Yeah. So
Both his parents are black belts.
that's crazy.
Like he was on Aero Hawani and he was telling his whole story. Very likable guy. That dude's gonna be a star, bro.
It's he he's just known for like his flexibility. He's just very awkward. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But super fucking fun to watch. So he was fighting in Asia this whole time. And I think he fought in the LFA or some type of American institution after that. And then he got signed to the UFC. His debut fight, he didn't do very well. Did not do well at all. But he came out with a knockout this
Look
time.
at him now.
Yeah, that was
Spinning heel
nice.
kick to the dome, bro. That shit was
For
dope.
heavyweight,
It was
too.
like a capoeira one too, because he touched the ground with his head and he lifted his leg up and knocked this motherfucker out.
And then he front flipped on his butt like this.
Yeah, I
That
was like,
fire.
ha!
And
Yeah, I was
he
like,
hit
who
his
the fuck is this?
Yeah, right in his bulbospongiosis. Yeah.
Majin Buu ass dude.
And then we got
Majin Buu ass motherfucker.
and then we got to
Majin
see what's it called? Pereira.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Alex Pereira, dude.
Mhm.
Wow.
That
That
motherfucker.
was sick.
That dude is scary looking.
Wow.
Fat flying knee. Did
He's
he? So
hella
he
scary.
beat Izzy
beat him
in
twice.
kickboxing.
He beat him in a decision in China, I think. Well, actually, he knocked him out in China.
He knocked him out.
He knocked him out once and then beat him to a decision.
Wow.
But that was quite some time ago.
But
Yeah.
also the fight before he got knocked out, Izzy was beating his ass.
Oh, really?
Izzy was beating his ass.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
And he just got caught.
yeah.
But also, Alex Pereira has fought like his kickboxing record, very good. The only guys he's ever lost to are like the top of the Dutch style kickboxing. So it's gonna be interesting to see how well he kind of grows in the UFC because his wrestling held up pretty well in this fight.
Yeah.
In the first round or
Yeah.
so, it was a lot of wrestling,
yeah.
and then he hit that beautiful pitch perfect like flying knee,
ugh.
and he slept him, bro.
Yeah.
That dude was fucking knocked out.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. He's only 4-1. He doesn't have that many fights in MMA. So
It's interesting though, because I don't know who the guy was that he was fighting, but
neither.
I was looking up his accolades. He's a BJJ black belt. But I think the difference that I'm seeing now is like I think only recently we've been seeing an emphasis in the grappling wrestling part.
Yeah.
Of jiu-jitsu.
that's the difference maker.
Yeah, and that's what he couldn't do.
Yeah.
He couldn't get to it to the point where he could take him to the floor.
And that's always been the knock on jiu-jitsu guys.
Yeah.
Like they just don't have the wrestling ability to take it to the ground. Like you look at Mackenzie Dern, right?
Mhm.
Very good grappler. But sometimes, like she fought Marina Rodriguez,
Yeesh.
couldn't take her down. Great jiu-jitsu, great attacks, but getting them like Habib style or like Islam style, being able to take it to the ground whenever they want and then be able to control them to get the submissions, very different.
The hard part about her was that I think for the couple of fights that she won before that, when she was taking control on the ground is because she slipped and made a mistake
Yeah.
and they fell into that trap.
Exactly.
This one, it wasn't happening. She had to go to her and try to take her down and she couldn't do it.
And that's the difference between high level MMA fighters and high level grapplers than the guys that can't make that transition happen. So it's going to be interesting to see like you look at fucking Chamaev. Dude, we didn't even talk about that.
Oh, Chamaev.
So if you guys don't know who
Another scary
Khamzat
guy.
Chamaev is, he is
Khamzat.
the reincarnation of the devil. This fool is pure evil.
Bro,
And he
he's
got a cleft lip.
crazy. He
He
yelled
got a
out
cleft
Allahu
lip.
Akbar.
I know.
Hard as fuck.
Allahu Akbar!
Like,
I'll
whoa.
kill everybody!
And everybody was like, even
Whoa.
everybody in Abu Dhabi was like, yo, bro, chill.
Yeah, he
That's
was saying
sauce.
some crazy
But
shit.
you look at a guy like that, there's a reason why nobody wants to fight this guy. He's only been punched twice.
he has
And
more
4 fights.
He
That's
has more
crazy.
wins than he does actual strikes to his face.
That's crazy.
2 significant strikes. And they count punches off the bottom too.
Yeah.
That's how fucking good he is.
Damn, that's wild, dude.
The
He
guy
fucking manhandled, like picked him up, manhandled the shit out of him, took him to the corner to Dana White,
because he saw him on his phone.
and was like, "Watch my fight."
He's like, yo, what are you doing, brother? Watch my fight, brother.
Damn, dude, that dude's gonna be a problem.
Have you seen clips of him wrestling? He's so fast.
He's so good.
He shoots super fast. I don't know how you're going to stop that shit.
I think this is one of the rare cases where you see a guy like this, where you're like, he could beat Usman.
Yeah.
There's a good shot he could beat Usman because he's not scared. I think that's half the battle, right?
Yeah.
Like you fight a guy that's as dominating as Usman, is as good as he is, and you are a contender in the sport and you're like a young gun, and you fight a guy like that, I feel like this dude
If
is-
Khamzat can run through Kobe, then that's going to be a bad sign for Usman.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If he runs through
'Cause
Colby, then yeah.
He's not a true 170 guy. He's 185 for sure.
we don't even know if he can make weight again.
Yeah.
You see him with a towel?
Yeah. He
Oh,
did.
yeah.
He did Talgate for sure.
He did towel
Tailgate
like a
into the
motherfucker.
tailgate.
Like he's getting to that point where 170 is not easy for him anymore. He's huge. He's
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
even
he's
big for
massive.
185. So it's like, what the fuck? He could go to light heavyweight if he wanted to. So 170 is not his weight class, but
Dude, he's a beast.
He's gonna manhandle some motherfuckers. He looked way bigger than the Chinese dude he fought.
Yeah.
Jiang Ling.
huge. That fool, you want to talk about a gooky looking guy.
That motherfucker.
That dude looked Asian as fuck.
Like he looked like the word mongoloid came from that dude.
And he has hands too. He has bombs in his hands.
He's scary, dude. They call him the Leech. What kind of name is that?
The Leech. That's a bad name.
I'm gonna
That's
suck
shitty.
you dry, boy. I'm the Leech.
Damn.
Don't give me your penis. I'm going to suck you dry.
They don't call me Leech for no reason.
Yeah. He was looking for that bomb. He just ducked under, shot, took him down.
Beautiful.
It was like it was choreographed, like fighting. It was amazing.
That was
like a movie
crazy.
scene.
Who's he fight next? He's
I
got to
don't
fight
know.
like a top 10 guy.
He has to.
I think he might fight Gilbert Burns next or Luke.
Damn.
Ooh, if I see Gilbert Burns in it, it might be dope.
That might
That'd
be a
be a
great
good fight.
If he's imagine he just destroys Gilbert Burns.
That would be scary. That'd be like, holy
then
shit.
you're like, what do you do? What do you do with this guy?
Yeah, that'd be scary.
He's so exciting to watch fight because of how complete he is. Like, we haven't seen him fight long enough to see the hole in his game.
Mhm.
So I'm just curious to see what it is.
You know what he says too? He's like, I want war, brother. I want war. I don't want easy fight. I come in, I smash guys. I want fight to last longer. Like that's what he says. He literally just wants to, he's like, I want war like Rory McDonald and Robbie Lawler. This is what I want. He wants to be bloodied up. He wants to be crazy. This
Yeah,
guy
he's
should
fucking
be
nuts, dude.
Allahu Akbar for real. This guy.
No, for real.
I don't even know what that means. What do you know? What do you
I think
that
it means
means?
God willing or something like
It's
that.
like
Right?
God willing or praise to God. or
Damn,
something
what a
like that.
bad rap Allahu Akbar got.
I know.
know.
It's actually very beautiful.
Yeah.
God willing.
Dang, dude.
God willing.
We're over here judging this motherfucker because he's
No,
like,
I'm just
Allahu
scared of him
Akbar, I'll
because
kill
he says
everybody.
he's going to kill everybody. It has nothing to do
God
with
willing,
Allahu
I'll kill
Akbar. It
everybody.
has the fact that he's like, I will kill everybody. Not fight,
Yeah.
not strike. I will kill everybody.
I will kill.
He looks
Yeah.
like a Bond villain, yo.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
on the main card, if you guys don't know, there's two fucking bangers of fighters. It was Gaetjje and Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler came from an institution, Bellator. He was there. He was like a multiple champ over there. Everybody has been wanting to see him fight in the UFC. And he gets teamed up against Justin Gaetjje, the god of war.
For real.
The god of fucking war.
That fight was nuts.
Oh, this was probably, I just never seen so many people. They just swung.
Yeah,
The
I
whole
was
time.
kind of mad,
The
honestly.
whole time. Why?
Look, it was a great fight, whatever. But in my head, I hold Justin Gaethje as far as his credentials in the UFC. I hold him up here, yo.
Yeah.
And I hold Michael Chandler like somewhere around here. And I feel like Justin Gaethje could have pitched a shutout. But I feel like he actively was like, nah, I want to put on a show.
I think Chandler, like, because I used to think that too, but I think Chandler's just better than what I
If
thought.
you love him so much, why don't you marry him?
Yeah, true. Dude, no,
If you love him so
Chandler,
much, why
Bro,
don't you marry him? Why are
Chandler-
you defending your boyfriend, dude?
Chandler, round one, the in and out movement was fucking amazing. He rocked the shit out of Justin Gaethje in the beginning. Gaethje was keeping it
Nah, he
composed.
was fine, dude.
Dude, he rocked the shit out of it. Chandler's
Yeah, he did.
like Chandler or Gaethje could easily be champs for sure.
I just never want Justin Gaethje to be on a mic. That fool sounds like he has CTE so bad, dude.
Yeah.
I just want to come here for war. It's war. War.
Oh,
I just see his fucking eyes just kind of go
PTSD
off in
and
the
shit.
distance. Like, he's one of those people. It's a good thing he's fighting professionally because I think he would just be out in the streets just banking on people.
He was going to be a social worker. Do you know that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
How
He was
would he
studying
be
to be
a
a social worker.
He
and
seems
was
like a
I'd
very
rather
nice guy, though.
First of
Kill
all,
motherfuckers.
study, please.
Yeah.
This guy, his vocabulary is very minimal. I would never say this to his face.
I feel like he got more of a cleft lip than Khamzat Chamaev. You know?
He has the little breathing issue too, right? Because he got socked in the face so much.
yeah.
Like, he has to get surgery for it. 'cause
Oh, really?
He
Deviated
still hasn't
septum or
fixed
whatever?
that, huh?
He hasn't fixed it yet. He's just gonna do it after he retires.
Yeah, I guess because it's probably gonna break again.
Yeah,
You know,
what's
where
the
he fights.
fucking
That's
point?
true.
That, dude.
That's true.
It was such a fucking bloodbath.
That fight was amazing, dude.
A
the whole time.
bloodbath.
The uppercut he caught him with, the fact that Chandler didn't go out and then got up and kept swinging and like getting down. The moment, even when Chandler put his hands down and was just getting cracked in the fucking face,
Crazy.
I was like, what the fuck?
That fight was insane.
Like, what is he doing? Why
What's
is he
he
doing?
doing?
This? Yeah.
But he's still there.
Mm-hmm. It was nuts.
No, that shit was insane.
I thought he was gonna be it when because he was looking for that slip uppercut all night.
Yep.
That was the shot he was trying to
Yeah.
land, and the fact that he landed it and put him on his back, and I thought that the fight was gonna be over. And when he sprawled on him and he started punching his belly, I was like, "Come on, bro!"
Yeah.
I was like, "Stand up!" But he did have his arms, dude. Michael
Deep,
Chandler
That lock.
was holding on for dear life.
His
And it-
grip is always good. Like, there's
Yeah.
multiple times if you see a Michael Chandler fight where he's been put into a rear naked and all he needs to get is one wrist and he always twists out.
Yeah.
He puts it on the other side and twists out, which most people can't do that shit.
Mhm.
I've seen multiple people try that in MMA,
Yeah.
but for some reason, Michael Chandler, when anybody tries to get his neck from the back, he always does that shit.
His wrestling credential, like I think it's just his scrambles.
His scrambles, his grip is so strong.
Dude, when he picked up Justin Gaethje and he dumped him and he went out the back, hooked the leg and came out on top, I was like, that's amazing. That's beautiful. This is what, like, I feel like we get more wrestling scrambles like that. I feel like it'll make wrestling way more popular. Like even in the Usman Covington fight, they had some really dope scrambles too. And even though Usman was just bullying the fool, like he just was tossing him.
So in the fight, do you consider that Kobe takedown a takedown?
Well, when he dropped into his knee for a second or whatever, or
I remember he ducked under. He shot, ducked under, got to his back. And then Usman was running to the cage and he was on the side of the cage.
Because I remember hearing DC talk about it and being like, that was a takedown. So I was like, all right.
That might be a takedown.
That dude knows more than I do. So I was like,
yeah, for
right.
And even I think Usman said in the post-fight press conference that like he was like, yeah, that's a takedown.
Yeah.
But I wonder if it officially is a takedown. Yeah.
But who gives a fuck? Like, because I heard Colby talk about it in the post conference, and I was like, but is like if that was something he was chasing in that fight, that's fucking stupid, dude.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit?
This podcast is brought to you by Skillshare, my friends, a longtime sponsor of this podcast because I fuck with them heavy. My friends, Skillshare is an online learning community that offers membership with meaning, with so much to explore and real projects to create, and the support of fellow creatives. Now, if you're like me out there and you want to learn something, you don't want to go ahead and search all of YouTube to find some of the worst instructors that don't know what the hell they're talking about. Skillshare can help you out. I've been using Skillshare and I freaking love it. Currently, right now, I am taking the ultimate self-care playbook by Jonathan Van Ness. You guys might like it too. Listen, Skillshare isn't just about like finding how to do YouTube videos. They have a bunch of everything for you guys to pick and choose from. And right now, I'm on my self-care playbook journey, and that's what I'm doing right now, doing a lot of stuff based on mindfulness, and Skillshare has the tools and the classes to help me out, my friends. So check it out. Explore your creativity at Skillshare.com/brain and get a 1 month free trial of premium membership. That's 1 month of a premium membership at Skillshare.com/brain. Kobe just
Why were you not fighting hard in the first 3 rounds? That's the thing that should have been addressed.
He looked off. I think it was a lot of it was probably just the moment or just being able to kind of get things going because
they're so similar in skill level. They're very similar.
Yeah.
Like I find it hard for when people say like Usman is just that much better. It's pretty fucking close though.
Hell yeah.
Especially in the last 2 rounds.
Yeah.
When Colby, and also too, credit to Colby, the fact that he got dropped like twice with that left hook, I thought that was it too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is it. There's no way he's getting out of that. And then the fact that he got knocked down, came back and fought even better in the last couple rounds just shows like, oh man, this guy.
That 4th round was all his. He was beating the shit out of Usman.
Yeah. And Usman was kind of like, he was kind of getting sloppy. And I was getting like, yo, dude, what's going on? What's happening here? Like, what happened to, the, what do you call it? Like the precision that he's really good at. But then again, it's just like, he probably wasn't expecting him to rally like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He was probably like, oh shit, this motherfucker was trying to kill me.
Dude, at the end of the round, he hit him with this hard roundhouse right to Usman's gut. And he felt that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that was great.
I think he landed a solid kick too that he felt really well.
Like, it was just
Kobe.
bah, and then all of a sudden Usman was like, oh shit, that kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Which you haven't seen ever.
Yeah.
Because we've seen Usman get cracked in the head with hooks and he eats them and comes right back.
Yeah.
But the body shot's a little different, huh?
He's a big boy.
He's huge, man.
He made Colby look pretty small too. Even in the first fight, I was like, there's a size difference here.
I'm surprised he could even get to 170, dude. He's somebody I'm always shocked at because he's older now too, and he's making 170 every fucking time.
You think that falls on PEDs? There's a whole like argument about this.
I mean, if he is, I'm not surprised. If he's not, that's great.
Yeah.
But
for real,
you think he is?
That's it.
Do you think he is?
He might be. Who knows, man?
That's whack.
Maybe like some human growth hormone or something.
I think a lot more people in the UFC are on something.
Yeah,
than we even think. Because like we think the USADA is all good, but also like there's a lot of people that say the testing is not as good as what we really think, and they're not testing for certain like what's the word I'm looking for? Like off market growth hormones or whatever the case may be. So like, because there's so many different variations. Apparently, you could hire somebody to just a chemist in like India or some shit. They'd be like, yo, build me this fucking a strain.
It's like, can you make me some steroids? Whatever you want.
Whatever, the designer steroid. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Yeah, like all that shit. That's like a whole nother market. That's like even crazier than we even really think. So who knows, man? All these guys could be pot for this shit.
I don't know, man. If he's not on steroids, I'm still kind of shocked because
Yeah.
he just looks massive.
For real.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm happy with it. Do you think he's better than GSP?
I'm starting to think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's starting to he's starting to take over.
What
for
if
me.
they both fought each of them at their prime? Who do you think will win?
I think Usman wins.
I kind of think GSP. Still.
Ooh, because he's the better.
I think the striking variety is a little more diverse.
For
and
sure.
I feel like, I don't want to say Usman doesn't seem as comfortable to me in the cage, but I feel like GSP has a little different aura, but who knows? I don't know. He's surprised. I feel like he has a more diverse skill set.
They have the same body type too. Long
Yeah.
ass arms, short torso, short legs.
And they're both fucking strong as shit. Like,
Yeah.
let's be real. Like, they're both genetic freaks.
Yeah.
So who fucking knows, dude? But I
It would
think
be so sick.
I think
That
right
would've
now,
been-
as the evolution is gone, I think Usman probably has the better on paper resume than GSP, just because the evolution of the sport, generations.
dude, Usman's beat everybody.
Like, and he's lapping them, dude.
I'm surprised he doesn't want to just retire now because
Yeah.
arguably more than Habib, he can retire.
Yeah.
Oh,
Habib,
yeah.
Habib just did his one lap. He's done so many laps now. It's like, what else do you need here?
Yeah.
Who else are you going to beat?
You know what's crazy? To
Yeah.
see Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler fight again in the lightweight division. It is interesting to see, like, man, Habib is just that good.
Yeah.
Like, he walked down Justin Gaethje and was like, he had him moving backwards.
Yeah.
And he was eating his best shots and didn't really seem like he was phased at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't even get rocked. Like, he stumbled a little bit, but I don't think it was, I think it was just him just kept marching forward.
The crazy thing is, like, Justin Gaethje, when he was on Joe Rogan's, not Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler was on Joe Rogan's podcast. He was talking about he has the tools to beat Habib. I was like, you do not. You absolutely do not.
Yeah.
If you're going to war with Justin Gaethje like that and you're losing, you're not going to beat Habib.
No.
Even
I don't
when,
think so.
yeah.
I
don't
feel
think
like
so.
the only style that would beat Khabib though is a good wrestler with heavy hands. I mean, that's why
Yeah.
when Gaethje fought Khabib, I was like, I was kind of like, if anyone's gonna beat him, it's a guy like Gaethje. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
But the thing about Habib that everyone gets is, like, him and Islam are not just wrestlers, right?
Yeah.
It's their overall grappling IQ and skill set. Like, that brings a whole nother issue. Like, if you, for instance, with the Usman thing, right? Colby shot in, took his back. If that was Habib, you're going up, dude.
Yep.
And I feel like you're getting your back taken and you have way more threats to worry about rather than just getting him off the cage.
Yeah.
So it's a whole nother fucking thing. So I don't know, man. I don't think Michael Chandler has the skill set to be able to keep up with Habib, but it still holds true that him retiring was probably a good thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
no one's really showing up that's like, oh, I don't know if this guy could beat Habib, but we'll see what happens because we got December. We have fucking Dustin Poirier and
Oh,
Charles Oliveira.
That's going to be nuts.
That fight card is even more stacked.
Dude, I didn't know Frankie Edgar was in his 40s.
You
Yeah,
gotta stop fighting, bro.
Yeah, he's got to stop, dude.
Dude, did you see that slow-mo pic of him
Oh.
getting kicked in the face where his
They're-
face melted?
They're posting that shit everywhere.
Did you see that shit,
I
Pat?
didn't see the picture. No,
Dude, bring that fucking photo up. It literally
Dude.
looks like his face was melting.
that's sad, bro. I
And
love
he
Frankie
was-
Edgar.
He was winning.
He was.
It's just, it looked like he was fighting his daddy because he's so small compared to
He's at
Chio.
135, dude.
He's just too, and he just always never had that power. You
Yeah.
know? Like that was always his knock is that he would hit you a gang, but
Why they do my boy
oh
like
my
this?
God, I haven't seen that.
That is the kick that knocked him out, and his
He
whole
looks like
face
Donald
melted.
Duck right there, dude.
Leatherface.
Damn, dude.
Little platypus.
He's got a Donald Duck face.
That's like a chimpanzee face right here.
Damn.
I feel like Frankie Edgar was one of the first people that I saw that would have just stay there and plant his feet. He was always moving. He was like that bridge between the new style of fighting and old style of fighting.
Yeah.
And at the time when he came in, he's like,
Yeah.
it's all about movement, cutting angles, and all this other shit. Even before Dominic Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
So like I would just remember him doing that, but he's still doing it now and relatively well.
Yeah.
But he's also in his 40s. It's
Yeah.
different. You know?
Not just that, it's also the he just doesn't have the like he doesn't hurt anybody. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
He's winning on points
And-
for sure.
Yeah, he's winning on points, but it's like if you're in there for a long time and the other guy has some power and you get caught, you get caught. That's what happened.
If Frankie goes down to 125, he might be able to do something.
Yeah.
maybe.
I don't even know if he can even handle the weight cut right now.
He's in his 40s.
Yeah,
I could
think
not
it's
believe
time.
he's in his 40s.
He's got
He
nothing to
gotta-
prove.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
it's like
what
he
I
did
mean.
it. He did
And the
it.
more fight, and it sucks because unfortunately this is the way the sport is, but the more fights you lose, even your Anderson Silva, the
Yeah.
GOAT, right? even if you're Anderson Silva, the more fights you lose towards the end of the career, you're kind of less thought of as the GOAT from when you
Tarnishes.
like it tarnishes your legacy a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
And I feel like the same thing's happening with Frankie Edgar.
Frankie Edgar beat the living shit out of Yair Rodriguez. Do you remember that? He
that's right.
beat that fool to
And
a fucking
Cub Swanson.
yeah,
Right? He beat up a lot of good fucking guys.
to an oblivion too.
Yeah.
Like I remember Yair Rodriguez's face was fucked up, dude.
And fucking Max Holloway smashed Frankie Edgar,
Yep.
right? And then he's gonna fight with Yair Rodriguez. What you think how that's?
Oh,
fight's
I think
gonna go?
Yair Rodriguez is going to die.
I almost said I hope so, but I thought you were gonna say he's gonna lose, but I hope so. But this motherfucker is weird. Like all his fights end up in some weird controversy. There's some weird shit that happens with him.
I know like MMA math is weird, right? Like just because somebody beats somebody else that you formally beat doesn't necessarily mean you win that fight either. But the way that just Max Holloway has done against everybody,
Yeah.
I just don't see Yair. Also because Yair hasn't fought in so long.
2 years.
Yeah, he has so much ring rust, and Max Holloway is always game. So it's like I don't know if that's going to.
That's a tough first fight back for Yair.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
But in my head, like I hope this isn't a thing, but I love Max is like my favorite. He's like my favorite fighter.
Yeah.
So anytime my favorite fighter is fighting, I always feel like, I feel weird, right?
Mhm.
And I just get anxious because Yair's so fucking like, remember the elbow on Chan Sung Jung?
So
Mhm.
random.
He was
Mhm.
getting his ass beat. And part of me still to this day doesn't really believe it was on purpose.
Oh, for sure it wasn't.
Like, I don't want to be the guy that poo-poos it, but part of me feels like I'm skeptical still. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I could see it being an
marry him,
accident.
dude?
Like what the
Just fucking marry him already, dog. Your
I
two
could see it.
boyfriends, Michael Chandler and Yair Rodriguez.
I could see it being an accident for sure.
Well, Zabit needs to come into the mix too and see what he could do.
That motherfucker all
what
sick.
happened? What Abe Lincoln? What happened to him, dude?
His diaphragm all fucked up.
Oh damn.
Oh, for real?
He can't breathe and shit. That's why he
He
gasses.
can't breathe,
Yeah, it's like a long term. I think he retired.
bro.
or
He's
some
on the
shit,
$5
or,
bill.
Like retired a little bit and then came back or whatever.
Well, maybe he
He
should
on that
stop.
Pfizer.
He signed the fucking Emancipation Proclamation, baby. That dude, hey, put a top hat on that dude.
I
Yo,
guarantee
he should
you.
fight with a top hat in the ring at all times.
Well,
dude.
that's because Zabit's my height, but he fights at like 125.
Is he really that tall?
He's like 6 feet tall. He's like 5'11 maybe.
Damn.
5'11, 6 feet.
At 145, that's a motherfucker.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying, dude. He's
Damn.
cutting weight. First of all, you could see his heartbeat through his chest. It's like I know we're all about this fucking weight advantage, height advantage thing,
Yeah.
but it's a little much.
See his organs and shit.
Just go up like
Relax,
10
bro.
pounds and you'll probably do a lot better. And I bet you he'll be able to last a lot longer too.
Damn.
Yeah, especially at 155.
Wow.
Ooh, he's skillful, bro. He's good.
He's a beast.
He's
yeah.
good everywhere.
He's like another Khamzat, dude,
Yeah.
but which is crazier striking.
Yeah, that's true. The little sweeps he be pulling on everybody. That fool was.
Dude, Shane Burgos, dude. Did you see all his little Muay Thai fucking leg sweeps he was doing?
Yeah, those were sick.
What kind of crazy shit was that? That shit was exciting, dude. I've
were
never
sick.
seen anybody do that in MMA.
Yeah. The inside leg sweep. Like they look like kicks almost, but he was just sweeping.
He was trapping the head and sweeping. It's
like
Yeah.
what
like,
Leon did to Nate.
mm-hmm.
Like that type of shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was so fucking nice, dude.
So
It was
fun to
crispy.
watch.
The other guy I couldn't like the other pace the other motherfucker was putting on was so insane though.
Yeah.
That's how he wins all his
What
fights.
was his name?
Quarantillo?
Quarantillo. Bro, he
Quarantillo.
literally never stopped coming forward
Yeah.
the whole fucking time.
That guy's a savage, man.
He is. His leg was destroyed.
It was
Terrible.
It was just a matter of like when I was watching it, I was just like, he's gonna get his number because
Yeah.
Burgos doesn't get knocked out like that.
yeah.
So I mean, obviously he did by fucking
The weird one with Barbosa.
yeah, that weird one with
That was
Barbosa.
weird.
That
He had
was
like an
so
aneurysm or
weird,
some
dude.
shit. He was just like,
He was an aneurysm.
had like
Yeah.
a weird flashback or some shit and passed out. I was
But like
what
Burgos
happened?
was just getting pieced up because of his forward pressure and he couldn't catch his rhythm.
Yeah.
And then second round it got a little better. Third round I was like, he's catching it, and he finally caught it and he was jabbing his face up.
Especially with guys that are like slow starters like that. Because he kind of is. Shane Burrows is kind of like a slow starter in that way.
Yeah.
So it is interesting to see how that because like you watch the Randy Costa, the guy who looks like Harry Potter. And he fought Adrian Yanez,
Yeah.
right? On paper, like Adrian Yanez was supposed to like kind of smash out Randy Costa. But Randy Costa put a pace on him and was just jabbing the fuck out of him. And he wasn't probably expecting that. And then it took him 2 rounds for him to be able to like sleep this motherfucker.
Mm.
Yanez is dope, man.
He's so good.
I
His
actually
hands
thought
are
Yanez
nice.
was gonna lose that fucking
Me
fight
too.
because his jab was fucking beautiful, dude. It was perfect.
Randy Costa is I think he's fighting on the next card.
Oh, dude, it's
on
gonna
the
be
December 11th card.
Mm.
But this motherfucker, he got hands, bro. He looks hella good. And he looks like Harry Potter.
Harry
He
Potter.
looks like Daniel Radcliffe.
I
That's
see.
sick. That's sick.
I'm surprised like Yanez came out and he just knocked him the fuck. It was
Yeah.
the body shot. It was the
Yeah.
body shot. Wah! It was bad, dude.
That
it
dude
was
is nasty.
so bad.
Yeah.
They literally had him up against the cage, crack right in the body, done. Fight was over.
Oh, did you guys watch the Canelo fight?
I saw highlights.
I saw the last like 4 rounds, but I heard the first like 7 were the same.
Caleb Plant's like he's pretty good, bro. Like
really? Was it competitive?
He just was able to neutralize Canelo for a good amount of the fight.
Yeah.
Like,
and how so?
Just the outside, because Canelo's really good in that like 50-50 position. When you're standing in front of him, like that's his shit, right? But Caleb was just outside the ring, fighting on the outside, maintain distance. He was minimizing the damage that Canelo could do. But eventually he got caught. It is what it is. Canelo's the fucking greatest boxer on earth right now. Like no one's gonna stop that guy. He's GOAT status right now.
Yeah.
You know, but the fact that he was able to, I'll say this: you survive in the ring with Canelo for 11 rounds.
Pretty G.
You're pretty good.
Yeah.
You're pretty high level. Like you're no fucking slouch.
What did he say? Canelo's the first what? He has like all the belts in middleweight.
Like he unified it or whatever.
Before we continue, my friends, this podcast is brought to you by Stance, my friends. Now, if Stance sounds familiar to you, they would be the people that changed the game when it came to comfort and socks, my friends, and underwears. I wear underwear from Stance, and let me tell you something. The difference between Stance and everybody else, it's freaking soft. It feels amazing. And if you think I'm playing, look at this. If you're watching this on video, I got my Stance socks on right now. Probably the most comfortable pair of socks I've ever worn in my life, and I'm not playing. People be walking around when I take off my shoes, because it's Asian style in this house. They're like, where you get them socks? I'm like, them socks? You already know it's from Stance, my friends. A lot of different designs, super dope collabs, like for example, Harry Potter, Batman, The Goonies, Star Wars, The Office, Wu-Tang Clan, freaking Disney, whatever you can name it. And I'm telling you right now, if you hate those pieces of crap cloth around your feet right now, that's because you don't own anything from Stance. And if your ball sack is just flopping around in that rough fabric, that's because you don't have boxers from Stance like I do, my friends. So check it out. The Stance philosophy is that a perfect fit is more important than simply fitting in. That those who feel good do good. Go see for yourself. Just head over to stance.com and pick out whatever styles you like. Enjoy the color and comfort of a life less ordinary with Stance. That's crazy.
WBO, WBC, whatever the fuck.
He fought all the champs.
IBO.
That's gangster shit.
That's
some Thanos fucking collecting all those gemstones.
He got the gauntlet,
Infinity
bro.
stones. Dude,
He got the gauntlet.
When fucking Canelo's talks though, that shit always makes
Get the
me feel
fuck out of
good.
here.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. You know what the funniest thing
You
is?
call me a motherfucker
Because
across the line.
The Caleb Plant thing was that Caleb Plant called him a motherfucker, and he was
Sure.
like, I beat his ass because he talked about my mom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, clearly, motherfucker, he's not talking directly about your mom. It's a phrase, it's a saying here.
Yeah.
So funny.
And he was acting like he didn't know, even though previous to that, he was in a press conference calling somebody a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was like, shut the fuck up, Canelo. You know exactly what that was.
Yeah.
You don't talk about my mother.
But that's the Michael Jordan shit, right?
Yeah.
It's like I gotta make you into this fucking monster for me to be like, I'm gonna fuck this guy. He talk about my mom.
I know. He just heard mother. He was like, what'd you say, fool? He started buttoning up his shirt to his throat. One button, unbutton the rest.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Dude, I think Canelo's a beast, bro.
He's so good.
I don't even know who he's gonna fight. I heard maybe Triple G again, but I mean Triple G is
old
like
now.
old,
Yeah.
yeah. But honestly, I do think Triple G won definitely the first fight between them two.
He won that
and
fight.
possibly the second one too.
I thought he won the first and the second.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean,
The first
no knock
one,
on Canelo because Triple G's a fucking gangster.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. And the first one was some bullshit.
The
Draw.
first
It
one
was
was-
not a draw.
Yeah.
that was shit was,
That was
not a draw whatsoever,
No.
dude.
They were like, that's what we have to do. We just have to make it a draw. Otherwise, this motherfucker
It was just business.
Yeah.
Straight business.
so fucking
Some
annoying.
bullshit.
I
Some
don't know,
buckery.
But
Yeah,
Tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery,
do you
motherfucker.
think? Did you guys get to hear what Usman and Covington were saying to each other?
Nah, I just heard like somebody posted this TikTok of them, like he's like ringside.
Mhm.
And I guess he's the guy that posts for Sports Center. He's the Indian guy, whatever the fuck. But he was just saying,
Rumdeep?
yeah,
Rumdeep Sidhu.
Rumdeep
Sidhu.
And from what he was saying, from what he heard, was he was just apologizing for the hype, and he was like, I gotta make this fight. Sorry, bro.
But you could. I saw a clip. I think it's on YouTube where you can kind of hear it. He's just like, he says something along the lines of, It's like I'm getting us paid. You know.
Yeah.
And then Usman was like, yeah, I get it.
And Usman does, like he said in the press conference, he's like, yeah, he can do all this shit. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It helps me. I don't gotta do all this work. He's the one
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
Good for him. Like, you know. And honestly, if Colby Covington wasn't doing this whole shtick, he
It
would
wouldn't
not
have sold like this.
and also we don't know if he would have fought for the title multiple times.
I just wonder if Colby would have knocked him, like beat Usman, if he would have been saying the same shit though, you know? Like if Colby Covington would have knocked Usman out, would he have still been like, hey man, that was all for the... He would have been like, fuck you motherfucker, Trump. Like,
part of me feels like he would.
you think so?
Yeah. But I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I want to see that.
I want to believe it. I want to I want to believe the good in these motherfuckers, you know? Because
I
a
wanna
lot of
believe it
people
too.
say like, dog, Colby's a good guy.
He did say after, did you watch the press conference after? He said he was all Twisted American Steel and sex appeal, my guy.
Yeah, bro. But come on, dog.
Yeah. That was dope. I was like,
That's
hey,
a good line.
Twisted American Steel.
What does that even mean?
Sex appeal, my guy.
The only reason why I know Colby Covington isn't good at talking shit is because he has these moments where he has to pause.
I know it's in the press conference,
Yeah.
right? He was calling John Morgan. He's like, shut up. Shut up, you flabby butt.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to call him fat.
Yeah.
But then he felt bad and was like, shut your little flabby butt. Sit down, man. And
Because
that's
he
what he
doesn't
was
have the
saying.
written lines for these people.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's like it's not in him because he's not like Chael Sonnen.
Yeah.
Chael Sonnen, you could throw anybody
Chael
at
Sonnen.
him, he'll roast the fuck out of
he
you.
was so
dude.
funny, bro.
It would hurt my feelings
When he was going
talk
after
shit.
Chael Sonnen
John
was so
Jones,
funny.
he has a fucking vendetta
You mean
against
John Africa, dude?
John
John
Africa.
Africa, dude. John Africa. Just find John Africa on Saturday.
Max Hollywood and John Africa and Jingling. That's what he called fucking Leon
When he
James.
said John Africa, and then Mike
Jingle.
Tyson was like,
He's like, who?
He's like, who's John Africa?
We've talked about this multiple times here, but
no.
it's so fucking funny.
To call somebody John Africa, especially because he's a black American, is like, dude, that's the most racist shit
And
I've
it's
ever heard
like
in my
doesn't
life.
sound like his name at all.
Yeah, at all, dude.
John Africa.
You know, David Korea. You know David Korea. That doesn't even make sense, bro. What
Bro,
the
that's
fuck was he
funny,
thinking?
dude. John Africa.
John Africa.
Errol Helwani's just roasting his ass. That's why.
Bro, he was going after him. I felt bad.
It was because of I mentioned a little bit
He was
on a
talking
previous
some
podcast.
shit.
It was because of his like conduct as a coworker, right?
Yeah.
And he was saying, "Oh, I heard like he's not easy to work with," and that's the thing that set Ariel Helwani off. He's like,
Especially if you're Errol Helwani, right? And you have all these jobs and you have all these connections. And like, to me, it seems like he really does take seriously what he does. Like, there's no fuckery. He's a real like journalist. And there's not that many fucking journalists out there anymore, especially in the MMA space. So for him to like take that personally as far as like saying, oh yeah, you're kind of a pain in the ass to work with. I get why he popped off though. I'd be mad too. If somebody was talking shit about like my job and my business like that, and I know it's not true, I'd be pretty fucking mad. Especially if it's quote unquote lies. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
He was ripping. So I finally caught up on all of them, all the videos of him just ripping into Brendan's shop. Dude, he was going balls to the wall, dude. And he's
Like
like,
20-minute monologues.
he's like, let me go ahead and call him right now.
Oh,
He would call him on the show.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't pick up. And he was like, well, I guess you need a little fucking liquid courage just to go ahead and try to talk shit to me.
Yeah.
Because I guess Brandon Callen.
Brendan Callen.
Brendan
America.
Callen. Brendan America.
Yeah,
Brendan America.
Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub were having a drink on their show.
Mhm.
And then they were just, I guess they were like fucking around. They were a little tipsy or whatever. But they were talking a little shit. I think in fun and jest. I didn't really find it that offensive. But of course, when they're feuding,
Right.
Ariel
Anything.
Helwani,
Yeah.
anything can
Yeah.
be used as like fuel. So Ariel Helwani's like, oh, I guess you need a little liquid courage with you and your buddy to go ahead and talk shit about me, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And he just starts going off. And he goes,
Yeah.
I know stuff about you, like Brian Callen. You don't want to fuck with this. And I'm like, no wonder they're not saying much.
Yeah.
And I feel like for Brendan and them, I think they were like looking at a scale from 1 to 10, of 10 being the most extreme. They were like, it was like a 2 or 3. And then Errol Helwani was taking it to like a 15, bro. Like he was like really upset by it. Which
Yeah,
whatever, it is
right.
what it is. What are you gonna do?
Have you seen there was like a clip I saw of like Michael Rappaport. He was on The Fighter and the Kid. A little obnoxious.
That fool gets on
Really?
my nerves.
Michael Rappaport's
Nobody really likes that guy.
well,
Wait, I did at first, but then like I heard some bullshit where he like was trying to sue somebody for talking shit about
It
him.
was KD.
And then and then it was like, wait, but that's all
Oh,
you
you do.
See, that's
and
what's
then I was
annoying,
like,
bro.
wait, what? And
That's
I
when I
heard
stopped
that,
liking
and I was
him,
like,
too.
fuck this fool. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck all that. That's so
well,
whack.
I think like on the podcast,
That's true. Sorry, go ahead.
because whenever I like when Brian Callen's on, because I think Brian Callen's hella funny, and so I'm not saying anything bad against Brendan Schaub, but Brian Callen's hilarious, and so Michael Rappaport was on there, and he kind of sounds like the old guy that just talks a lot of shit, where he says like, I'll fuck somebody. I was like, Michael Rappaport, you're not fucking anybody up, bro.
Yeah.
Let's just be real. Like, I don't really know him like that. I know he's like a pretty big guy, but talk a lot. He talks a lot.
What was
Yeah.
you saying on the Fight of the Kid where you were like,
Well,
"Man,
I
this
think
dude's
because I think it would gone to the topic of him. I think they're all drinking too. They're a little drunk, but he was like, I don't understand why everybody's fucking shitting on like Brendan Schaub, blah 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 blah. He's like the hardest worker, whatever, whatnot. He's like defending Brendan,
Yeah.
and he's like, yeah, I wish one of these motherfuckers would come up to me. I'll fucking beat their ass. I'm like, you? It's very interesting. You know what I mean? I don't think he was saying it in jest. I think he was saying like for real. But I'm like, I don't know. Does he even train? Does he fight?
I don't think
No.
so.
He was a cop on an episode of Louis one time.
Luby?
Louis.
Oh,
He was also a cop in the episode of Friends, your favorite show.
yeah.
He was Phoebe Buffay's boyfriend. He was a cop and he shot a bird. A very funny episode.
You like Friends?
Phoebe Buffet?
I love Friends.
I need to
dude.
watch. I
Yeah,
haven't
he loved
watched
it,
it as an
remember?
adult.
As
As a kid, I was watching. I'm like, this shit's whack, and I would turn it
You
off.
like that?
I
I
watched
bet you. I
Seinfeld.
bet you when they're dancing in the fucking pond
water
or whatever.
fountain?
This is David's face like this.
Hey,
He's like, yeah.
you know how I know both of you are fucking gay?
Why?
Because fucking Jennifer Aniston was like the hottest white girl ever, and you guys didn't watch that show.
She was hot, yeah, but
and so was Courtney Cox.
they were hot. But like, damn, you had to like put through up with all that bullshit they were
See,
doing.
this-
My show was
guy.
CSI in New York, bro.
Damn.
You know what I mean? On
Yeah,
UPN.
I like
fucking
the-
Did you watch
midnight.
it?
I like the one with the white dude with the red hair
Gary
in
Sinise.
Miami.
Oh,
He'd
no,
always
I've seen
put the
that
glasses on.
So
He'd
when
be
you
like-
guys were watching this, were you guys sucking each other's dick too? At the same time? What else were you doing? Would you like it when fucking whatever ice tray comes out?
Yeah, dude. When the punchlines come
Iced
out.
tea.
There was a really funny episode of I think Gilbert sent it was like Law and Order SVU, and the guy was like, "Nah, I'm not gay. I just have sex with men." And Ice Cube was like, "That's gay." He goes, "Yeah, that's gay.
That's gay.
That's detective work
Dog,
right there, baby.
I didn't even know.
SVU,
SVU,
special
baby.
victims, dog.
Case closed. We did it.
He stamps it.
So
Dun, dun.
they used to shoot that episode a lot for some reason at the apartment that I used to live in. Like that show.
Really?
Yeah,
Where did
so-
you live?
I used to live
Disclose
in
it.
this place in K-Town called the Talmadge. And they would
Talmadge.
always shoot
fancy.
like Law and Order shit there. And Wendy's commercials, whatever. I guess it was like a very famous spot. And each rooms all look different. So they look like New York apartments. And I don't know what the fuck it's about, but they would shoot every fucking week there.
You seen
And
Ice-T?
I saw Ice-T. And that's when I realized, I was like, wait, why is he playing a fucking cop? He's a fucking rapper.
Yeah.
I didn't know that because I don't watch Law and Order shit because I'm cool like that. And so like he plays a fucking cop. And I watched an episode of him being a cop. It's the funniest thing I've ever
So
seen in my
funny.
life.
He's real toxic, isn't he?
Well, it's like it's like a
He just means
thug
everybody.
trying to imitate what a cop is, right?
Oh shit! From
'Cause-
his lens,
yeah.
interesting take.
Yeah, so he's like
Interesting take.
he looks like a narc. Like, you
Yeah,
know?
he
He's
does.
just sitting there. Hey, so I was watching this scene of him interrogating somebody, and it's the funniest fucking
That
thing.
show's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good.
No.
So
And
where
every
were you
episode's
at
the
5
same.
o'clock last night? Yeah. Is that what you do out there, touching women? Just, what the fuck is wrong with this
Just
guy?
leading questions.
Yeah. Yeah, so you like to be a scumbag, huh? And I'm like, why is he talking like this?
And the whole time David's like, "That's not the perp. That's not him. There's no way it's fucking him." It was the guy they interviewed at the beginning. Every
Yeah,
single time.
every time it is.
Every fucking time, and it's the same trope on that show. It's they catch the guy super early, but
Not him.
clearly it's not them because the episode the fucking end.
Sure.
And it's just the same thing because I know it's him. I saw his semen everywhere, motherfucker. Right? And then all of a sudden they would smell the semen, and so I'm like, this smells like my roommate's cum. It's like, so it can't be you, motherfucker.
Bro, the fact that they had so many different versions of it. They had criminal investigation. They
Yeah,
had
they had
fucking
everything.
CSI New York, my personal favorite. They had CSI fucking
Miami.
Miami, and then Law and Order SVU. It's all under the same umbrella, and they just had Law and Order,
Yeah.
didn't they? So it's like, how many people love crime shit?
Dude,
They
the,
love-
the compilation of the Miami one, I don't know if you've ever
The
seen
one-liners.
this. The one-liners, dude.
And then the
I have
credits
not
roll
seen
at the
They're
beginning.
literally- no, like he'll like say some cheesy shit like somebody died in a fire or something and be like, guess they were making s'mores, and he'll put his glasses on. And then bro, the Who, the song goes, yeah! Like, bro, it's the fucking great, it's the funniest shit of all time. Always
so
puts the
good.
glasses on.
He finds like a dead body in a lake. I guess they had to put him on ice.
Yeah,
Bro, he's
exactly.
frozen,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh, my
and then
word.
yeah! The theme song kicks in hard as fuck. It's the best. It's
This
the best.
motherfucker's name was David Caruso.
Oh my word. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
dude.
It was sick, bro.
Dude, we gotta
telling you,
watch that.
My 13-year-old self loved it.
It's the best.
Why were you watching that shit at 13? That was interesting to you?
Because it was like the only show that was on like late at night, like midnight, 1 a.m.
Oh, really?
I used to watch
You know
those
what
too.
I watched? The Cindy Margolis show.
What is that?
That was just this hot model that would just be half naked,
Oh.
just doing half naked shit.
What would
Oh,
that be
nice.
on?
It
Cindy
was on public
Margolis.
television, but it was late at night.
Public
Whoa.
access?
I don't know.
PBS?
Bro. Maybe.
Yeah,
Oh, it's on PBS, bro.
baby.
The puberty
Like
station.
reading Rainbow.
You guys don't know the Cindy Margolis show?
Rainbow. Nah, who the fuck is that?
No, Cindy Margolis.
Cindy Margolis, blonde
Who the fuck
lady,
is that?
gigantic boobies. I think she was like a
Titties.
Maxim model, but
Hold on, let's
they,
look her
they
up.
used to have this late night show that would come on, and Cindy Margolis and like a bunch of fucking frat people would be on a beach, and then they would do like bikini swim trunks swap
What?
challenges.
Oh,
Is
she's
this
like
on
a Playboy
MTV?
bunny, huh?
Bro, she was fine as fuck.
Oh, I've seen this. But I
Cindy
think I know this bitch
Margolis.
is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you
You
jacked
got some
off.
boobage.
That was Cindy Margolis.
That's her, bro.
Some
She in
boobies.
movies?
This podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp, my friends. The awesome BetterHelp that focus on your mental health, my friends. As I've always said or asked, is there something interfering with your happiness or it's preventing you from achieving your goals, my friends? You know we've all been there. I am you. You are me. But guess what? You are not alone, my friends. BetterHelp, my friends, is not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It is professional therapy done securely online. And BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change therapists if needed. Listen, if you have not tried therapy and you're afraid to do it in person, try online therapy, man. It's super affordable. Specifically, BetterHelp is super affordable. And on top of that, they offer financial aid for you guys who might be struggling a little bit. And so don't feel like you are out there by yourself. My friends, do not skip focusing on your mental health. It's something that I've worked on for the past few years, and BetterHelp has been by my side, and I freaking love it. So check it out, my friends. Special offer for Genius Brain listeners. You get 10% off your first first month at betterhelp.com/genius. Check out that cough. But once again, special offer for Genius Brain listeners. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/genius. That's BetterHelp.com/genius. Maybe, but I just remember from that late night show.
What the fuck would she do on her show?
So like a guy and a girl would swap their bathing suits. And so you would see it in a silhouette and you see the girl like come out and she's like covering her boobs, but she's in the guy's trunks and the dude would be in the girl's bikini. And then I would come furiously.
Yeah.
That's the silhouette challenge, boy.
Right after.
After you come to your senses, friends.
Jennifer Aniston had the nipples out, dude, on every episode.
She did have those
she
little
never wore
knee
bras.
blurs out. She did have those little
stayed
knee
being
blurs out.
showing them nips, boy. Through
You
the
guys,
shirts.
you guys need to watch Friends. The fact that you don't like Friends bothers me.
I used to watch
It's a little
Seinfeld
rough.
a lot. I didn't get the jokes, but I loved it.
I used to watch Seinfeld too.
As a kid, I didn't get the jokes, and I just was like,
that's
I like
because
this.
you're a poser, you bitch.
Whoa,
you're
dude.
just laughing for no fucking reason.
I was like, that's hilarious, Jerry.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even laugh. I would just like watch it and be like, oh, cool. I would just learn stuff from TV.
Oh, what did you learn from Seinfeld?
Nothing. You know, the soup Nazi,
Soup Nazi.
just common courtesy. You know, like the things they would complain about. Like it's like it's like Curb. It's like the shit you would complain about. And you'd be like, oh yeah, that's not okay to do.
Yeah.
And then that became part of my like how I saw the world was through the lens of a Jewish man.
Look at this man just completely make up a story on the spot right now. The fact that
Not for real though.
I'm
Like,
Ice-T and I'm interrogating you right now.
You know
You're
what else?
breaking down.
You know what else?
So why'd you watch Seinfeld, motherfucker? Huh? You just wake up every day and masturbate so loud in your bathroom that your dad would hear you and he would yell at you, stop masturbating. And that's why
that's
you're
a true story, bro.
You're the great cum killer of
cum
San Gabriel Valley, motherfucker.
But not only from Seinfeld, I would watch like rom-coms and I would think like that's what it's like to be in a relationship. And I learned very quickly not
What did
true.
you learn? What's the first lesson that you learned from a rom-com?
You know what it is? It's just I thought when you're with a girl, you're supposed to be very lovey-dovey. You're supposed to be very like, oh, I love you, like very like affectionate. And guess what? Girls don't really like that when you're in high school.
Especially when you're not with them yet.
Yeah, exactly. yeah, exactly.
Yeah, bro. Your boy learned real quick.
Yeah.
That like this is, and I thought that was just my expectation. Like that's what I just thought the world was. But once again, wrong.
Were you nervous
Wrong.
when you had your first kiss?
Yeah. I was nervous.
Were you practicing on a
happened?
pillow like a little dweeb?
What were you doing?
I used to make, I used
There's
to
like a
fucking-
hole inside your fucking pillowcase and
Dog,
shit.
I used to
Hell?
tongue down my fucking
Your pillow?
pillow, dude. I used to tongue it down.
Really?
Dude. Yeah, because
Was Tiff
Wow.
your first kiss?
no,
I'm a boy player, dude.
Bang, bang, bang,
Okay.
bang, bang.
Who was your
it?
first kiss?
just some
Rum Deep Sadu.
Rum
dude.
Deep Sadu. It was just some girl that I really liked. That
She just grabbed your big old ears
It's
and brought
made
you a
out.
little closer.
Did your eyes open or
she was
closed? Were
very
your eyes open?
like she initiated everything. I was too much of a pussy.
Were your
I
eyes
didn't know
o-
how to deal with anything.
Eyes open or were they closed?
That's a good question.
She fucking grab your balls and be like, "Come here, China boy."
She's like, "Come here, little chink," and I was like, "Okay."
She
And
was
I
like,
went.
"You'll get another kiss." What is it? A taint or a gooch?
And I was like, "Oh, what's the right answer?"
You said gooch. She goes, "No more."
Yeah,
We're done.
she
Actually,
left.
boom, done.
Actually, a taint.
It's a
Yeah.
Bulbasaur bitch.
You know what? I think my eyes were closed. I don't know, bro. That's a weird question to ask. What about your first kiss, you fucking weirdo? Was your eyes open or closed?
I don't
know.
remember.
The guy's beard was very stressful.
It's very distracting.
It was very distracting. We should talk about fucking Travis Scott and Astroworld and the
what is-
pandemonium.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
you know what
what?
that sounds like? Sounds like a good fucking publicity stunt to go to a Travis Scott concert. Like these motherfuckers dying. That's a great advertisement for how good his concerts are. Have you seen the documentary on this shit?
This man is disrespecting the dead.
Have you? I know, R.I.P. R.I.P. But have you seen his documentary on Netflix?
Yeah,
R.I.P.
R.I.P., whatever.
Yeah, my bad.
Business.
Yeah.
Wait, what? So what happened?
There's a documentary?
There's a doc. It was before all this shit, but like it would show how crazy this fool's concerts would get.
What is
Like,
it about
he-
Travis Scott that people
He
love so
kind of
much?
incites it, bro.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna lie.
How does he incite it? What does he do?
He just
What are
likes.
they doing at these
He's
concerts?
yelling into the crowd like, "Oh, I saw it at a
That
barbershop."
sounds like normal
by the way.
shit. He's-
Yeah, but he kind of takes it to another level.
He's like, kill
man.
motherfuckers. Is he yelling
Yeah,
that?
stab everybody.
Well, there was a-
Stick people with needles.
Yeah,
That's what he said.
yeah.
There was a clip of somebody trying to like jack his shoe. And then he was
like, get this motherfucker.
yeah, beat him the fuck up. Like, get him. Fuck this fool up. He was
Yeah.
screaming at the crowd to beat up the person who tried to jack his shoe.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, that's very different from what you said in your apology, which was like, I am so taken aback by this event. I hate it when celebrities do apologies like that because it sounds so disingenuous, you know?
Yeah.
That one, I heard about it. I only watched a little clip of it, but it did seem like he was like, I don't know.
The thing is, look, all right, here's the thing. I don't know the full story. I know people died and whatnot because they were getting crazy.
People.
But like, I see people wanting to blame him, but it's like, if you're performing, how the fuck do you know what's going on?
I think it's because
in the
everybody was
concert?
coming up to him saying that people were dying.
and
Like,
like
so people
his-
are coming
People
up
are
to him
coming
and
up
being
on the
like,
stage saying there's somebody dead, there's somebody dead.
yeah.
telling him directly, like,
But
he's
there's
dead.
also clips of him of him saying like, hey, you know, help these people out.
That
trying to get-
guy's passed out, and he was like, there was I think one or two of them or something like that.
Yeah.
Was it the past clip? Because sometimes the sets kind of look the same after a while, and I'm curious
Yeah.
to see like date wise, like was this a recent one? Was this from the past weekend? Because this happened
Yeah.
past weekend, right?
Yeah, so I don't even know if those are all like the right clips. But
Yeah.
we saw a few clips of people uploading him trying to help people. And there's another one. This isn't funny, but it's kind of funny. They're like, somebody was roasting Travis Scott or basically trying to cancel him, saying like, this people are dying out here and Travis Scott is doing the robot. This motherfucker's
Yeah,
like,
I saw it. That's the video that's making its rounds.
yeah, it's the funniest shit ever.
Pretty good robot though.
Yeah, somebody's dying. This motherfucker's like, I'm like, dog, what the fuck is going on?
It's a good robot.
So there was an account of a young lady who was talking about what happened at the concert, right? So she was trying to describe how fucking nuts it was when people were bum rushing towards the stage.
Okay.
Said it was so tight that it literally felt like people were like squeezing you. And it got to a point where that girl recounted where she fell over. And when she fell over, she saw somebody's face. Like she fell face down and she saw somebody's face right next to her. And then she realized that people were standing on top of people, trampling them. The craziest part about that she said was that when she noticed that person's face, there was somebody else beneath that person.
Oh my god.
So it was already 2 layers of people that were getting
Oh
trampled
my
on.
God, dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude, people are getting their heads
It's like
crushed.
Game
dude.
of Thrones, dude.
Exactly. So
Jon
that's
Snow.
like 8 people basically suffocated to death.
Wow.
And I heard because a lot of people were on the news talking about it, like from people's accounts from being in the concert, and they were saying that there were points in times where it would get so crushed where people were literally off the ground, like their feet were off the ground, and they're just being held up by just being squeezed together.
Yes.
So, and then there was a story of a couple. The girl fell down, and the guy just jumped over her and like just shielded her from getting trampled because motherfuckers were rushing. Apparently, it was like overcrowded. Like I saw a 5-year-old on someone's shoulders at the Travis Scott concert. And I think
Who the fuck would bring a 5-year-old to a fucking Travis Scott concert too?
you
By
can
the
see
way?
the documentary. It's a great
Right,
concert. Like,
right.
come on.
All
Let's be
right.
real. The production value is very high. But like it does seem like he does kind of invite some of it. I know it's like every other artist, but a little more so than normal.
But is he invite like is he just getting people amped? Because there's a big leap to go from like getting people amped to being like, yo, kill.
there's a lot of,
motherfuckers.
like-
rush the stage.
There's
Like
a-
he says shit like that. Like he kind of incites it a little bit. But
There's
then again,
a-
it's not his fault that people are going, well, kind of, I don't know. It's
There's a
it's
little weird thing too, where people are saying like because there's a lot of like demonic symbolism in this shit,
Oh, there is.
and people are like, the theory right now is that it was actually a blood sacrifice, that he was like sacrificing people to like
Okay,
some shit like that.
dude.
Well, because like his stage is like very demonic,
Yeah.
his like album cover. These like emo rappers now are doing like emo demon shit right now.
Like Lil Nas X.
Yeah,
What was up with that? Him lap dancing the devil or
That
did
shit
you see
was fire, bro. I didn't see it.
I
only
saw a
heard
clip of
about
that and I was like, what the fuck is this?
I don't know.
I was like, bro, if you took someone from the 50s when they thought like rock and roll was the devil's music and then you showed them this shit,
that's the devil.
that's literally
What I
like
think
their head would explode.
Yep.
I think for Lil Nas X, I think he's trying to fuck with like a certain demographic of people that don't really like him anyway. So he's like, I'm gonna fuck with these fools. That's what I think. Like
That
white
shit was
Americans,
wild though.
like religious white Americans who think him being gay is like the worst thing ever. So he's like, man, I'm gonna stick it. I'm
Did you see
gonna
the
make you
music?
guys sweat.
Because I'm not religious, but
I
I was
didn't see
watching.
it.
I was like, "Fucking damn, dude! Like, all right, this dude's swinging for the fences."
Pat,
huh?
you getting soft, dog.
Like, damn. No, I thought it was. I just laughed, but I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Damn, this shit's wild! Like, it's wild."
Yeah, I told you long ago. Did you see that music video?
Is that the one where he's lap dancing the fucking devil? Is that the one?
Was that the one?
I don't know.
So this is the one where he's in. There's a bunch of all his backup dancers are like gay backup dancers, and they're
Okay.
butt naked swinging dick around
For real?
in a prison.
That's it.
Hey, send me that link.
Hey, what is it?
Dog, that
Hey,
music
what?
video is wild, bro. Like if you're homophobic, that's gonna send you straight to heaven.
Yeah, right.
Like bam! Oh shit! Dead heart attack straight to God. I saw a bunch of dick, God.
There's a dude we know who's like kind of homophobic and shit. Not kind of. He's very homophobic. But
I
he
mean,
was
he's
like,
gay.
yeah, low key, and we make fun of him about it all the time. We're like, you gay, bro, shut up. But he's like, man, Lil Nas X is fucking trash, bro. I fucking don't like this dude. He gay, bro. Like he be wild.
That's
gay,
That's
dog.
so
Gay,
wild.
dog.
Like, it's like, why don't you like him? He gay.
He's gay.
That's
That's
it.
it. He's like, but he cites like the music videos. He's like, yo, this motherfucker like lap dancing with the devil, and he's like pregnant in his pictures and shit. I'm like, you know, you're not
What's wrong with
pregnant,
that?
bro. I was like, you know, you're not pregnant, dog. You know, but ever since he started talking about how he doesn't like Lil Nas X, we play Lil Nas X wherever he is. And
Hey,
his
his
album
music
kind
catchy
of
as-
fire, bro.
catchy
Like
as fuck.
I like it. I'm a fan. Old Town Road, I'm a fan.
Nailtown Road.
That song you were singing earlier, I don't know the name of it.
I think
I'm a
like
fan.
Kanye West was like he produced some of that too.
Oh, he did?
Bangers,
Spice
bro.
a banger, dude.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Hey, will you go to a Travis Scott concert?
No,
No,
I don't.
fuck
I
no
don't
way.
like concerts like that, dude.
I don't like that shit.
'Cause-
That gives me anxiety,
I
bro.
don't
Also,
really
too,
know
like-
his music, to be honest.
Well, yes, because you're
It's
an
pretty
adult.
good.
Like Travis Scott. I feel like people who listen to Travis Scott are really young.
I like it.
Like those concerts,
Never
like
heard
a
it.
bunch of young kids are there.
Okay.
So
it's like 18-year-olds and shit.
And they like mosh and shit. Is it like crazy like amped ass shit?
I just don't like people that close to me though.
Yeah, I don't like that shit.
No,
bro.
yeah,
I
it's
hate
terrible.
that shit.
I'm not into mosh pits. I don't like the thought of a mosh pit. Like we went
Yeah.
to Kanye West. We saw the St. Pablo tour, and we had the general mission. We're on the ground floor. I honestly, that was probably one of the coolest fucking concerts I've ever been to. Like this dude, his production quality, amazing. But you do get really nervous when all these motherfuckers are like trying to leave the arena
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
and everyone's pushed up against you. And like I was getting pissed, bro. I was like, yo, back the fuck up. Like I'm very claustrophobic. Whenever I go to concerts, I get very anxious because I don't like when there's a lot of people because it is
Yeah.
very weird. There's a lot of weird shit that happens. And sure enough, when I watch the videos of the Travis Scott concert,
Look what happens.
bro, that shit scares the fuck out of me because it's like there's nothing you could do.
You're just
You're
stuck.
fucked.
Could you imagine? People got trampled on like it was Walmart.
Did you hear about the
fucking Black Friday?
Yeah, yeah, dude.
There was
that's
people like
nuts.
injecting motherfuckers too. I heard.
Was it fentanyl? Is that what
I
they
don't
were
know
doing?
what. I just
That's
heard
what I
somebody
heard.
was just injecting people with random. Like, what the
See,
fuck
I
is
think
going
that's
on
true.
there?
Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
These
I don't
people
doubt
are,
it.
Like drugs are crazy nowadays, man. Everybody be doing like fent now.
Question
Yeah.
is, do you think people are wilding extra because of COVID?
I don't know if it's because of COVID per se, but I think it's just the general like party life and culture is the hot thing to do now.
Yeah.
Because back in the day it was gangbang. Like you got to play it cool all the time.
Yeah.
You can't show that you like shit. You can't show that you fuck with shit too heavy.
Yep.
Or people call you a fucking loser. Even if you like stuff, like if you really like, I don't know, let's say you like pumpkin pie. Right?
Yeah.
And they go, you like pumpkin pie? I'm like, that shit's all right. You always had to play things cool. But now it's about, hey, let's get fucked up. Let's drink. Let's party. Let's get smashed because who the fuck cares? Nothing matters. Right?
Yeah.
That's like the hot shit. Now all the music reflects that. All the emo rap. This is what's cool now. So I feel like the crazier you are, the more attention you get, the more views you get, the more TikTok followers you get.
That's true.
So it's different now,
Yeah.
right? So if you take that incentive away, let's say all the social media shit disappeared. The only thing that was alive was YouTube.
Yeah.
You couldn't post what you were doing every day. You think half these people be doing that? Absolutely not.
That becomes for the clout. That's
Yeah.
so crazy to think about because that's very true. Like you look at all the guys that are very popular on like TikTok and all that shit. It's just them partying, doing wild fucking like crazy shit that nobody would ever do.
I'll tell you this, like I have a buddy of mine who's been going to Burning Man for like probably 20 years now.
You think
Right.
people die in Burning Man like that?
Oh, for sure. From multiple different types of AIDS that you don't even know. Right? STDs, straight up the yin yang. You
Yeah,
got
for
17
sure.
bumps on your dick, lip, and your ears for no reason.
People be fucking at Burning Man, huh?
Yeah,
Hardcore,
so
yeah.
my buddy James,
I
he
wanna
used to go to. He's been going to Burning Man consistently for 20 years, and even then he sees the change. Like the people who would come to Burning Man. So like people who went to Burning Man were people who were like who want to be off the grid, do a shit ton of shrooms and drugs. There was no cameras there, like in terms of like sharing for social media.
Yeah.
It would
Yeah.
just be for like your own memories.
Experience, yeah.
Like
I thought it was always for like white hippies, like really like hippy dippy,
it was.
kind
It
of
was like
like
that.
off the spectrum weirdos, kind of like
It
if
was
I'm
so-
being judgy.
So one of my
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
my girlfriends, she used to love going to Burning Man and shit. But at the time I was like hyper Christian. So I was like, I can't do that demon shit. I should've
Demon shit.
done that shit.
Santo, dog.
Yeah, I was a fucking youth minister. I can't be
Damn.
going to Burning Man. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Now I see people
You
that go
should've
to
gone.
Burning Man are all like dressed up. They do like these weird, like
It's-
kind of a play
like
on
cosplay.
Burning Man. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
And they dress up and they're people that I never thought would ever go to Burning Man. I would typically see these people at like EDC or
Yeah.
other like Coachella. And now
Yeah,
those same
the-
people are going to Burning Man.
The Burning Man EDC crowd is like starting, from what he told me, is kind of like meshing
Blending.
now, right? It's like this young, hip, cool thing to do.
Right.
Before it was like very exclusive. Like if you fucked with Burning Man, you wanted to drive to the middle of a fucking desert and start doing hella drugs and just start fucking and sucking dick or just like enjoying music out there, having a spiritual experience.
So they have performances out there.
I think so, but from what from what he told me, he was just saying it was like a spiritual experience for him. Like
Yeah.
he's been doing that for super years. A lot of people, they have like art all over the place that they create and
And they
make,
set it on fire.
I guess, and they do the Burning Man shit.
They
but
burned the dude.
it
Yeah.
became super commercialized, and so even like the Burning Man aspect of what it was is starting to change. Like I don't know, I personally haven't been there, but this is from
I
a guy
haven't
who's
either.
been going there for 20 years. You know,
Yeah.
so once people start doing stuff for the idea of I want people to recognize me, it's different now. You'll
Yeah.
do crazier and crazier things.
Yeah, you're right.
So
You're right. And for sure, like you said, social media just exponentially made it crazier as fuck, you know?
yeah, would you
But-
go to Burning Man?
I would go.
No fucking way.
I would go for sure. Just to see like what's up. You wouldn't want to see that crazy weird shit?
I'm bored. Dude, I'm so fucking boring, dog. Like, I don't really like to do all that shit. I'll do it for a couple hours and be like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah, but
Why are you laughing? You know this about me.
Like old ass man.
I kind of am an old man, bro. I
They
want to
got prune juice there. If they don't got prune juice, Nikki ain't gonna have a good time. Y'all got sweet tea. Yeah. Y'all ain't got no sweet tea.
Dude,
It's dry as fuck out there. You know what I'm doing to my psoriasis?
Oh my word.
Come on, dog. I got dandruff enough in the wintertime. If I go to Burning Man, your boy's going to be making it snow over there. Yo, fuck that.
you gotta go see what it's about though. All those weirdos, the weird art. They do like all kinds of weird shit. It's just like a
Sell me on
crazy
it. Sell me
experience.
on it.
It's just something that you've never experienced ever before. Some wild ass shit where you're gonna see people interact in a
Hella
way.
people be coming back with mono though.
Don't kiss anybody. Don't fuck anybody.
I ain't going to
Don't do drugs. Just go like as an observer. Just to be like, what do people get into? There's no money. Like so, people exchange like barter system. There's no cash, so you can get drinks and everything, but you have to like I'll trade like a fucking bracelet for a beer or something like that.
I don't got no
Or
money. I get
drugs.
bracelets for this. I got to exchange fucking my money for bracelets to use as currency.
So you just take shit that you don't want at the house and you take it out there. You fucking
So it's
give
a
somebody
giant yard sale.
You
That's
give
what it
somebody a
is.
pen that doesn't, or a stapler that doesn't work, and get a fucking blowjob.
That's a bad deal. I'm
What do you mean?
I'm fucking
That's
people
crazy.
over here.
That is amazing.
Bro, that's a good
Here's
deal.
a pen that doesn't work. Now suck my dick. Like
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable about that. I feel like I'm taking advantage.
No, because it's a mutual decision.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm in. Let's go to Burning Man.
And then, do you know what would suck is if afterwards, mouthful of cum, she tries to write and it doesn't work. She's like, what the fuck?
She goes, because she's going to want to write stuff down at
She
Burning
fucking
Man.
grabs you,
You
starts
never know.
spinning the cum back in.
Would you go?
I don't like people.
That's a no, bro. Give him some shit. How can you not giving him shit?
I feel like if I go to Burning
already
Man,
gave
it's
you
gonna be Slap City all
It's like
over again.
Copy and paste.
Yeah, somebody's gonna.
You're not interested in seeing like that weird, like just because it's, you know?
Is there a live stream? I'll watch that.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure it'd be kind of an interesting story to have me going to Burning Man, but I'll probably last there a day at most because I don't really do drugs like that.
This
I don't think
don't even like Disneyland, dude. Think about like the amount of people that it's at Disneyland, and then you multiply that with whatever Burning Man is, and then just how close everybody is in proximity, and like the energy is very different. The pretense of what you're at Burning Man for is gonna be very different. You're gonna have so many random people coming up to you, just like fucking with you.
And no,
I don't
I'm
know.
supposed to enjoy it.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, hey, come here and sit with me. I'm like, get the fuck away from me, dude.
Yeah.
David's very particular, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Blessings.
Blessings.
And they'd probably be like, all right, man.
That's your journey, man.
That's your energy, man. That's your energy, man. I respect it.
Yeah, I could barter you this fist to your fucking face if you don't walk away. How about that?
Yeah.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Like, I don't think I would even go to Coachella.
I would rather go to Burning Man than Coachella.
I
Because
think I
Coachella
would
is
rather
like
go to Burning Man than Coachella,
more
too.
like a concert. Like Burning Man seems like some one unique type shit to see.
Okay, this is what we're doing. The next Burning Man,
Let's
we're doing
go
Genius
to
Brain there,
Burning
and we're
Man.
doing ayahuasca.
We should
Oh,
interview
no.
people at Burning Man. That'd be cool.
Dude, that would be great.
I was like, so how
Ayahuasca?
many AIDS do you have?
Yeah.
They're like 3. Thank you. And then
3.
yeah, bang.
A new
Boom,
strain
boom,
that
boom.
nobody has ever seen before. I'm dying
Sure.
right now. Boom, passes
Dude,
out.
honestly, we should go and like just have a little like. Can you can't record out there, can you? We just put like little.
I'm pretty
head-
sure you could record shit out there. Well, I don't know.
I don't know if there's like a little.
I don't know. I'll be watching some Burning Man porn every now and then.
Yeah.
Really? What's that like?
What is
No,
that?
I like years ago, I saw like somebody
that?
posting up clips. You know, like when you just surf through porn.
Yeah.
But it was
Yeah.
like it was
Yeah,
at a
yeah.
concert where a girl was sucking some dude's dick and it was Burning Man.
Oh, great.
I was like, I'm not sure if they just do that out there, but it was very interesting. And it didn't look like it was like set up porn. It looked like it was just something that was
it
happening.
was just happening.
Spontaneous.
I'm like, why the fuck is this person just had like this Indian Native American hat sucking dick in the middle of a desert? And it was like a Burning Man or something.
They bartered a pen. That's what happened.
Yeah.
They're
I
like,
need
yo,
your
here's-
pen. Well, you know what that's going to cost.
Yeah.
A blowjob.
A
She's
BJ.
like, that's a great deal.
Bro, that's
And
what you
then
do.
blah,
If
blah,
you're ever gonna have a yard sale, don't do that. Just take all your shit to Burning Man, get all blowjobs, and then just bounce, and you had a good time,
We all know why he wants to go to Burning Man.
blah. Yeah, dude.
Bro.
Bro, get his dick sucked, bro.
dude.
Shit.
What?
Don't
Doesn't
poo-poo
sound
me for not
compelling?
wanting to go to Burning Man, bro.
Just to see it for a day. Like we could just go for one day, just to like drive
How long
in.
is the
see what's
drive?
up. I don't know.
It's like it's in the
I'm out.
desert, so 3 hours.
Yeah, it's just 3 hours away.
All
We
right.
go for a day.
If we
sleep.
go to fine, if you're
wake
the,
up,
if
and
you
then
guys are
come back.
down, I'll fucking go to Burning Man,
What-
dude.
what's
I want
the housing
I would
situation?
actually like to go with you guys the most because I think it'd be funny as fuck
Do
to
we-
see you guys in Burning
Yeah,
Man.
we're gonna squirm. Dude. We're gonna be like, ugh.
Dude.
I don't
But we
know.
gotta go in. And if he has ayahuasca, then we have to take it. Even though I'm scared and I don't
Would
want
you
to
guys take ayahuasca?
I'm scared.
I've thought about taking ayahuasca, but I'm also really scared.
I'm fucking scared.
Only because I know 2 people who had very, very bad experiences with it. And that's like, I've only talked to maybe a handful of people who've done it. And 2 out of a handful is way too much.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm talking about, I know somebody who like flipped out, divorced.
You told us a story.
You know, divorced,
Oh, yeah.
the whole shit. So,
Coffee shop guy, right?
yep. Hate that. Can't do it. I
Yeah.
can't do it. Like, I don't want to wake up one day, just look at Mira. We are not meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that guy, he kind of made a big choice though, didn't he? Like, he did ayahuasca and then immediately was like, fuck everything I did in the past.
I had
This is
another
a new life.
I had
Like,
another buddy
That's
who,
kinda crazy.
That is
who
crazy.
did like ayahuasca and he came out. I was like, so how'd you feel? I was like, it was trippy. Did you learn anything? He goes, nope. I was like, that shit was just really trippy. Yeah.
That could work. That's pretty cool. That's better than the other one.
That's
Because
cool.
a lot of people are doing it for what that spiritual journey kind of that is unlocks something like inhibitions that you had before or makes you see things about yourself
Yeah.
that you didn't know about.
Yeah.
My buddy did ayahuasca recently, and he's like the second time he did it. He went on a retreat, and he was telling me that it was like it's more of the shit that he deals with internally, and that he doesn't understand why he feels a certain way about like, say like he has imposter syndrome or something. He's like, I don't know why I feel this way, but for him, he was saying his visions were about like his childhood and like his parents and like him looking down at him as a kid dealing with his parents and then like their relationship and then just being able to change it. And that was his vision. Like it would repeat until he got it right, I guess. He handled the situation right. So
Sounds like therapy.
yeah, kind of, right? So it is a little different for everybody and how you kind of manage it. But, definitely don't
Pretty sure regular therapy probably would have worked for him.
Yeah.
Probably.
And I think so too.
Yeah.
And I told him he's a
All right,
fucking
so this was
idiot.
Evan. Burning Man, you're going to take some ayahuasca.
Just me.
Just you.
Just you, and we're going to record it.
Yeah, we're gonna watch you.
Why am I the guinea pig?
Because you have to be.
I'll just throw up everywhere.
Because you're the one who doesn't even drink alcohol, nothing. So
That's true.
you.
I smoke pot.
Nah,
Who says pot, Grandpa?
I know.
Good Lord, dude.
The fuck, dude? What are you?
What do you call this? It's a pot stick, dude. It's a pot
What are you, a
stick.
cop, dude?
Bro, you're
Hey,
a cop, bro. He's talking like a narc right now, dude.
Hey, take a hit of my pot
He
stick
just
right
comes up
here.
to the kids. He's like, "Hey, kids, you guys have any pot sticks?
Marijuana joint.
You guys
invited
got
the-
some wacky taffy?
Who invited the cop, dude?
That's what I call it.
Show me a little.
Do you think I look like a cop?
Yeah,
Do I have a
Yeah,
cop vibe?
kinda.
Especially with my head shaved?
you look.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you look like
You know,
could be
once
fucking
you
trafficking.
start talking and interacting, no, but the way you look and the fact that you call it pot, yeah.
That's what my dad calls it.
Did you see that clip on Twitter of this guy who's like clearly an undercover cop?
Nah.
It's
Nah.
the funniest fucking video. This dude's like this yoked out buff white guy with like a buzz cut.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, I'm looking for some crack, bro. I'm looking to get
I'm
fucking.
looking for some crack,
And
bro.
he's like, and this dude's like recording it. He was like, you a cop, motherfucker. It's like, nah, man. I'm just looking to have a good time, man. He's like, dude, I'm trying to get lit.
I'm trying to let off some crack,
He's
dude.
like, bro, you a fucking, get the fuck out of here, bro. Motherfucking cop trying to act like you want. Get the fuck out of here. It's like, nah, man, you got any good stuff? You got any good stuff?
Wow.
Dude, look at you.
I gotta watch that
having like
shit.
the little devil's liquid.
I don't even smoke it. I just
Diablo,
use it as a
dude.
prop when people say I don't smoke or do anything.
I like it.
Whack.
And
Well,
I'm trying
guys,
to be cool, dude.
that wraps up this episode of the Genius
Love
Brain
it.
Podcast.
Fuck you guys.
Nick,
I'm
where
drinking
can
right now,
Where can
dude.
they find you, you stupid bitch? It's full.
It's full. It's fucking
It's mostly
full.
water now.
All the fucking ice cubes melted. We
What
barely
the
put any
fuck?
liquor in there.
It's pretty good. It was gin. You can find me at Nick the Ear
Pretty good. It was gin.
on Instagram.
And you can find Patrick
Oh.
at patrick.t.riley.
That me.
That's your boy.
And then Genius Brain every Thursday. Penis Brain.
Penis brain.
Penis Brain.
Penis brain.
Genius Brain every Thursday to Sundays until next year at January 1st. It's only once a week, baby.
You better get
Yeah.
your fix now.
Yeah, get it in, baby. But we're gonna
Motherfucker.
be fucking switching shit up.
Let's go.
It's gonna be really nice. We'll see you all next time. Peace.
Yee.